Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I forgot to mention something in my other video, but this probably deserves its own platform. It's about chat room etiquette and some of the stuff going on. You know, I've been encouraging people to come over and watch What Really Happened with Michael Rivera, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, under the Ron Gibson YouTube channel. It's not just his either, but yeah, I think he's informative and all this jazz, and some people think he's sort of right-wing or something. I'm not really sure. I guess there are some right-wing things about him, but that's really not the focus of this. It's chat room stuff. When I first went over there, I mean, it was okay. I enjoy, you know, participating in the chat room, and I've met a lot of nice people there, and I've learned a lot of things. And just some of the things that were going on were very racist. I mean, you know how I criticized Israel and I criticized Zionism and Israeli-type policies. That's one thing, but when you say Jews, it immediately causes a reaction in people. It's really because we've sort of been programmed to think that way, you know, and and also it kind of lumps in a whole group of people that aren't really responsible for any actions going on there. It's not like all Jews, it's not all Muslims, it's not all Christians, that kind of thing. So, a friend of mine decided to be the moderator, and there are people that are literally pissed that he will delete comments that are racist. Now, yesterday it was just, I don't know what happened, like a full moon or something. I don't think there's a full moon, but it was just people jumping on there. I don't know if he deleted somebody that just said something with which he disagreed. I wasn't glued to it the whole time, but there was some back and forth there and about free speech and all this jazz. Here's my theory on that, or my hope for humanity. You know, I want people to get a different view, and I think Mike Rivera, you know, enjoys the people listening to him. He has a lot of good information. He doesn't sit there and read from CNN.com or New York Times or Washington Post. He really, you know, kind of uses alternative sources that have their own investigative journalists. So, God, I feel like I have to yell from this morning traffic rush. Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, so people can really learn a lot. He has a lot of good things to say, especially anti-war stuff, and how, you know, he's an interesting fellow, to put it mildly. But people are not going to stay around at a chat room where there's just bizarre things unfolding. I don't know how better to put it. You know, Tom Hartman has a couple of moderators. It's just common standard operating procedure to have a moderator. Now, Lionel, who goes live sometimes on YouTube, doesn't have a moderator. Excuse me. Oh, this segment is brought to you by Bertie Sanders. Okay. Anyhow, you know, Lionel doesn't have a moderator yet, and people just, I'm telling you, people love to jump on there and talk about Jews and say the N-word and all. It's just really weird. I'm not just talking about Mike Rivera. Any chat room that doesn't have a moderator, people, I don't know what happens. They morph into some creature from the Black Lagoon where they just feel free to say really bizarre things, which is only harming the show. That's the point of this very quick video. They're just harming the show. They're harming the brand by getting mad at somebody who doesn't allow personal insults, racist comments, or personal threats, or threats against people. I mean, I think those are, you know, kind of normal rules and regulations. So I just wanted to let you know. I mean, if nothing else, if you want to check out the show, if something weird's going on in the chat, just hide the chat and listen. And it's not just him. I mean, you know, Jimmy Dore, I don't think Jimmy Dore goes live that much. Real News Network, they have to, I listened to Paul Jay, the senior editor on Real News Network. He said that he was interviewing Norman Finkelstein, or Finkelstein, whatever, the non-Zionist type Jew, and he said that they have to kind of look at their remarks, you know, the comments underneath, because there's a lot of Jew this and Jew that and Jew the other, and they, you know, they don't care for it because it puts people off from going over there. They associate the chat with the character of the show, I guess. And I want Mike Rivera to do well. I want, you know, all kinds of people to do well without, you know, scaring people off with this bizarre stuff that goes on in chat rooms. So, you know, and free speech, I mean, it's not like the government is taking away the speech. It's just weird, ladies and gentlemen. So I thought that I better kind of clear that up. A couple of people from here have gone over there and have partaken in the chat. Oh, by the way, Jordan, when you were asking about if that one person was a troll the other day, I hope Jordan hears this. No, that's the way he is. You see what I mean? And then, oh God, somebody got on there and was going on and on about how they've been so oppressed because they're a white Christian male born in the United States. And so I asked legitimately for examples of this. What do you mean? Give me an example of how you've been oppressed as a white Christian male here in the United States. And of course there's crickets, there's nothing. And then this gentleman who Jordan thought was, I don't know if it's a gentleman, I think it is, thought was a troll, jumps in, oh, let's just let it go, Lisa, let's be respectful of one another. After he puts out stuff about Canada legalized, he literally wrote in there that Canada legalized bestiality the other day. Okay, so we're supposed to be respectful. Anyhow, that is all. I just wanted to let you know. Because oftentimes, like, I might be associated with weird things in the chat room or go into an alt-right area or some crap. So just, it's not true. Or, you know, I want people to look at Mike. I want people to garner information from this man and other people. Real News Network, RT, Yes, Don't Faint. Watching the Hawks is very good. You know, it's clearly they're watching the Hawks, they're watching the Warhawks, and they're peaceful people. So I recommend that as well. Don't be afraid of RT. This is all part of the propaganda against propaganda, which isn't propaganda. Figure that one out. You get a prize. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging. Well, coming at you once again with thoughts of the day. Remember to drop your political identity and join together with me in focusing on issues so that we can maybe make this world a better place one day at a time. Love you.